Hey gang, I'm gonna run you through my EDC that I put together based on all the research I've done from all of you, so thanks a lot for that. Works really well for me, and let me run you through it right now, and then I'm gonna tell you about something towards the end. So first off, I got my keyring with pepper spray. This is a Gerber dime with the blade removed. We'll talk about that in a sec. This is the Leatherman style PS. This is the SOG multi-tool. They call it the Mac V or Mac 5. Very cool little multi-tool. Has a few hex heads, screwdrivers, nail puller, bottle opener, knife sharpener right there. Yeah, very handy little device. This is a little, it's a knockoff of an Everstrike lighter. And, oops, works great. But it is a little bit cheap. Go with the Everstrike. They make good stuff. This one, the little piece that helps me tie it to the keyring broke off, so I had to use a piece of paracord. This is a little photon microlight. Great little light. You can leave it on, or you can push button. Cheap, light, very bright, handy as hell, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. So that's my keyring. In my pant pocket, Leatherman Sidekick. Great little multi-tool. I have my lock blade. This is a Gerber. Don't know which model, but I like the tanto blade with the serrated edge for cord cutting. And it's super light, and as you can see, it's a little bit spring-loaded, so easy to come out. This is the Streamlight Stylus Pro. Great little light, very bright, 90 lumens I think, on 2 AAA batteries. Awesome little light. Can double as a Kubotan if you know how to use it. My Zippo. My billfold, just came back from an American trip. There's my Canadian colored Monopoly money. So there you go. And Gerber impromptu tactical pen. This has a space pen refill in it, so works really well with the Write in the Rain notepads, and I find just generally works really well. The pen, lots of guys have done reviews on this. The pen, it's good to write with. It's got the glass breaker on the end. I find for a long period of time it's a little bit hard on the hands, on the fingers to write with it, but works great. Push button pen, and apparently they've rebuilt this push button device to make it a little more durable. I guess they used to break back in the first couple of iterations of this tactical pen. Anyway, great little pen. So that's kind of my carry-on person sort of stuff. This is an extended EDC bag, at least that's what I call it. This is the Maxpedition, it's called the Daily Essentials pouch. It's got their new strapping system that they use. I'm just going to run through this real quick. So this has a lot of really handy gear in it. Starting on the front, little modified first aid kit. So in here, there is triple antibiotic ointment, 2 sets of gloves, micro shield for CPR, some small tape. This is a compress bandage, triangular bandage, vacuum sealed to take up less space, awesome. This is a tick card that I found at one of our local outdoor stores. Also has a magnifying glass, so if you need to start fires, you can do that. But it'll kind of handle all different tick sizes, really simple, lightweight. If you live in tick country, good to have one of those on you. This is a little folding Band-Aid pouch, really. I've got a 4x4 quick clot over top of it. Inside I've got a couple of 2x2 quick clots. Got some Band-Aids, some skin closures, some povidone iodine ointment. There's some Sting Stop. There's some wet wipes. There's some benzalkonium chloride if you need to clean something and disinfect it. Good handy little kit to have. And that just lives kind of like that in my bag. Some Carmex. I live in Calgary, up in Canada. We get pretty cold. My lips get pretty chapped, and so do my hands. So a little bit of hand cream, thing of Purell, and backup roll of Tums. So that's it for the front pouch. On the inside, this is where it gets a little more interesting. So this is about 37 feet of 550 paracord with a couple of Night Eyes S-beaners on the end that I can use as a strap if I want to. All I did was double it up and daisy chain it, and so there you go, that's the strap. So kind of handy to have. Right here you can see I've got my Sawyer mini water filter, the bag that comes with it, and inside here the straw that comes with that. So there's some water purification. This is my Silcock. Sometimes lives in my toolkit, but I think now it's going to be living in this bag more permanently. Bic lighter. Little headlamp. Doesn't look like a headlamp, but it's got a string. Has a bunch of different functions. And red light for night use. Really light, made by Petzl. I don't know what the hell they call it, but oh, there you go, E+ light. Handy little headlamp to keep handy, keep in the bag. Right at the bottom is my. This is just a 5200 milliamp hour spare battery pack to charge my phone up if I need it. This is some Gorilla Tape and some electrical tape and a fire steel inside the roll from the doggy bags when I take my dog for a walk. The shit bags that you can get. That's one of those little rollers. So that's a nifty little thing. Goes in there nicely. In here, this is some stormproof matches. There's a few in there that you can't quite see, and these are it's a fire lighting. Coghlan's makes it, and it just strikes. I've actually cut a few of these up to make them fit in here, but you can strike this on a match striker, and this is a fuel stick, and you'll get a really nice fire going with that really easily. So that's my little fire kit, and in the bottom of it, I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it up to the camera. Kind of tough to see, but basically inside there is a bunch of the shavings from this that I can use as tinder with this thing if I need to spark it. So kind of a few different ways to light a fire, and opportunity to light a few fires if I have to. So that's that. Also have a little Right in the Rain notepad, and some people think it's cheesy, but you know what? There's a ton of stuff in here that's really good information. I think having a little book like this in my EDC bag, you can't go wrong. Worst case scenario, if I'm sitting waiting for an appointment or something like that, I can pull it out, I can read a couple of pages, learn something, and if I find myself needing it, there's tons and tons of information in that little sucker. This is a little bag of pills. Got some Gravol, got some Imodium, Tylenol 3s, some aspirin, a little piece of tin foil. These are some AAA batteries. A Sharpie with the 2 ends. Can't go wrong with one of those. Handy to have. This is a little mini sewing kit with a tiny little tape measure. It's about 1 meter, so about 1 yard long, and it's got inches and centimeters. And then right here, some super glue. This is 2 things. Number 1, it's the cable for my Pixel phone, which is what I'm actually filming all these videos on. And then if you pop this off, it's a micro USB to charge my charger. And in one of my get home bags, I've got a crank radio that I showed in another video, and that has a USB port on it, so I can actually charge the thing up with this. So handy little thing. This was about $6 on Amazon. Pretty awesome. So that is it for that. I've got a cotton bandana, water purification pills. These ones are made by, it's called Pristine. Each pill will do 1 liter or a quart for my US friends of water. Takes care of bacteria and viruses. So you can give yourself an extra layer of protection by filtering it as well, and then throwing one of these in there just to treat the water. But really good thing to have. I've got a couple of large Ziploc bags, big ones. Those come in real handy if you need to collect water, or really just for any number of uses. And then this is a little Silva Polaris baseplate compass with a Fox 40. They call it a Fox 40 Micro. Pretty good little whistle. Sounds pretty much like the standard Fox 40, which I have in another kit, but great little whistle. And last but not least, my space pen. So I've got my tactical pen that's got a space pen refill in it, and there's an actual space pen with a space pen refill in it. So that's it. That's my EDC. I call this my extended EDC. That's my EDC that I always have with me. I always have this within arm's reach. That stuff is actually on my person. So again, this is the Maxpedition Daily Essentials pouch. Great little pouch. Thanks very much to Sensible Prepper for introducing me to that little bad boy. Go and check him out, guys, by the way, if you haven't yet. He's awesome. Team Such, Sensible Prepper. Great YouTube channel. Tons and tons of great gear reviews on there. So that's it. Fire your comments in the section below. If you got any questions, ideas, things I can add, by all means, fire away. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Chat soon.